Welcome back to our channel, everyone. So we had made this slide for men like 3 weeks ago, and after the man after he sized it, according to him it was tight, and I didn't want to go through the route of opening it. So this is us trying to make another one for you because I had a buyer for that one, so we sold it. So for this one, we are using a local sole for it. Nigerian Nora is what it's called. We are using a Nigerian Nora, and we are also using a Mako 6, not a cotton sole. Now I built the insole with a Mako 4, and for the insole lining I used a local Mako. I placed the local Mako on the Mako 4 before before placing the leather. Then I went right ahead into sewing it. So that was how I was able to get the insole. Now for the floor, this is me cutting our local sole. That's a Nigerian Nora. Then I am going to add a Mako 6 to it to just give it the height I want. I want it to have the actual height of the cotton sole I initially bought. So because I couldn't lay my hand on that cotton sole, I am just trying to improvise. So this is me trying to scratch the Mako 6 first, just to make sure that it is able to, receive the gum that I am going to apply on it. I also filed the local sole, that's Nigerian Nora, that I am making use of. Guys, like I told you, for beginners, there are two types of sole. They have the foreign sole, that's the foreign Nora, and the local Nora. We have the ready-made sole, we have the constructed sole. The constructed sole, really, it boils down to the Nora. We have the Nora 3 and the Nora 4. I don't know, maybe they have higher numbers, but the one I know around me here is the Nora 3 and the Nora 4. So yeah, that's for the foreign soles. While for the Nigerian Nora, that they call them local sole, like local floor, local sole, or local Nora, it's called Nigerian Nora, and that is what I am making use of. So I went right ahead into applying on the Mako 6, also on our Nigerian Nora, and this is me placing it on the Mako 6. And the other thing I did after cutting it, I still added a inner heel to it. I used the Mako 4 to add inner heel, just to give it a wedgie kind of look. So I added inner heel after getting this cutting right. I still went ahead into adding another inner heel. That's, I used like half of the sole to get inner heel. Hope it makes sense. Please, it does, because I think I'm understanding what I'm saying. I just hope you do. Just for the sole to have a wedgie look, the way the cotton sole was looking, that the same way I want this sole to look. So I had to give it a wedgie look. So I used a Mako 4. Listen, a Mako 4 for the inner heel. Now, someone asked me for measurement on how to last footwear. Now, this is the measurement for a man. I am using a 3.5 from our heel area. So I don't know why my girl didn't bring the camera close, but I am using a 3.5. Now from this up area, like our big toe area, I am using a 2 inches by 2.5. I usually use 2 inches by 2.5 for men, while for women I use 1.5 by 2 inches. Hope this makes sense. Now the length of what I am doing is dependent on the size of the pattern I am making. For this pattern, the weight of it is a 2 inches pattern, like 2 inches. So after getting my 2 inches measurement from the top and 2.5, I went downward, like 2 inches downward, just to make sure the strap stays properly. So I use 2 inches, and I'm using a size 3 punch. I usually use a size 3 punch when it comes to punching holes for, will I say, for footwears like this. Then when it comes to making buckle holes, I go for a 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch. Now don't mind the punch you are seeing here. I am punching it because of the kind of style I am making. It's because of the style I am making. Emphasis is on the 2 inches by 2.5. Then from your heel area, you can use 3.5 and you can use 3. It depends on the style you are making. Hope you understand me, my beginners. It depends on the style you are making. Yeah, it depends on the style. But 3 inches is perfectly fine. But for me, because of the way I saw the man's foot when he wore the previous slide, that's why I am making it 3.5, so that it can be a perfect fit for him, and he will have the allowance he really wants when it comes to this one that he is wearing. So yeah, this is how it looks like. I'm just trying to put all the straps together to just give it a perfect fit. So it's actually a cross slide with a little twist. Now this is the twist. You will have to use Aradite on this strap. After using Aradite, you are going to use your rivet to just hold this area. It's not so difficult. So you first secure this cross side first. After securing this cross slide, this side you are seeing, then you can now go ahead into fixing the upper part. Just be careful with it, but it's not really a difficult style. It's not. It's just a very creative kind of slide. It's just creative. It's not difficult, trust me, guys. So can you see this? So all you are doing is just make sure your Aradite secures this side so that you'll be able to punch it. You don't need too much Aradite because you are still using your rivet to hold it. Now this is it. Can you see? The next thing is your rivet that will come into place. After fixing your rivet, you just make sure you place the other remaining, like the extra part. Now if you discover any excess along the way, maybe a thread showing and all, make sure you have your lighter, this small aboki lighter, just to make sure that all those threads are not showing, to just give your work a very nice and good finishing. So for here, I am also using a punch 3, a punch size 3 of our punch. I know you understand what I'm saying. A size 3 of our punch. I am just trying to secure this side, and this is basically how the footwear is. This is how it looks like. While I was trying to make the first one initially, it gave me lots of work, I wouldn't lie. Like, but this one was just like very easy. Now I know what consistency does. Like when you consistently do something, at some point it doesn't even feel like you are doing something stressful. Guys, the first one gave like it gave me lots of work to just like make it, and I'm a fan of trying to get creative way of just making my work easy, and I got it here. Like I got it here. It was not stressful for me at all. Trust me, it wasn't stressful. So I had already filed the pattern. All I needed to do now was to just apply gum on the Marco 4, apply gum on our affiance, just to seal it properly. Then we can now join it to the Marco 4, that's to our sole we had earlier created. Remember, that was the first thing we did to create our sole to use. So I had already applied the gum, and this is me, will I say, lasting it. Yeah, this is the lasting process. It didn't give me lots of work, and I am so grateful to God about this. But yeah, this is how the footwear came. This is how we were able to last it. The next thing, we just went ahead into coupling and filing it, and that's it. The pattern is not so difficult. That's why I did not create pattern. It's just a strap like 2 inches by the size of the person you are making for, and that's all. It's not really a complicated, will I say, pattern making kind of style, but this is it, guys. I actually love the outcome of this second one than the first one. Yeah, honestly. So this is how it looks like. Sorry guys, the weather is really terrible. Like it goes blur, then comes back clear. But when I really get a clear view of the slide, I am going to show you guys. It's really not a clear weather for me today, but yeah, this is how the footwear came out. And I absolutely love it. I love it. Thanks for watching. I truly appreciate, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.